He really invested quite a bit into this round. Not sure exactly which one it is quite yet. Sage wall will go down. But the defenders should have a good idea of it, and Sacy does.
Exactly. As soon as that wall goes down, Sacy's there with that Bulldog. Defo takes the high ground as they work their way forward. Very similar to what we saw in the previous round, but Sacy just not giving much up, and then GTN does a bit of the same. There are only two that remain on the side of Gambit. The spike is nowhere near any of them.
Nats does collect a Bulldog, good jump spot, but GTN holding on to the trigger. Both marshals. The run and gun, too strong.
Yeah.
Do you get taken out, Vikings?
Yep, you saw it. You called it, Powder. They rotate back, but this might be the opening that they need because off of spotting Nats, they send Vikings send 3 back towards A, and that exactly should open the door for Gambit to make their way in towards B. Now you've got 2 members in sutecas and Sacy who are starting to creep their way back. Once the and the dart too. The dart's everything. Yep, jigs up. Chronicle already falls. They haven't gotten the spike down yet. The wall's gonna fall as Redgar looking to get it. He does, but it's a 5v2. This is brutal.
This is more than brutal. Look at this flank coming in from GTN. Defo finding that kill does mean a lot, but man, this flank for GTN.
Well, and
Gambit just had no idea.
Yeah, sutecas just stuck it.
Yeah.
And this is
the sound cues, if there are any, should give Vikings a lot of information here.
Oh, head
no!
Sheydos dropped the Leer, but he manages to stay alive a bit longer than I think either of us expected, but ultimately falls. A bit delayed, but the outcome as predicted. Gambit, numbers advantage for, what, potentially the first time this map?
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to convert. FRZ is in a peculiar spot here. He'll be able to dismiss away, but he just gets spotted. Yeah. What a dash.
He doesn't get a shot at anything as he drops. You heard the Empress come online at the hands of Sheydos. Only has 1 armor. To his name, sutecas in a good spot! Sutecas in a good spot, and Sacy is as well! Sacy gets 2 before falling. The wall goes up. The res comes through as well to bring Sheydos back online. We'll see if the Empress can cause more problems, more damage. The spike's still in tow. You don't really have time to go anywhere else. You're going to have to get through the defenses. You're going to have to get past GTN. So far, so good. Redgar should have enough time to get the spike down. sutecas in that 1v2. Too much to look at once. Gambit.
Nats made the first move. It looks like it's the same thing except it's swapped. Nats does find the opening onto GTN, places a little bit of damage, and the Viperpit's gonna go down. The spike is meeting up with them.
Well, and it's interesting because oftentimes we've seen them fake off of this, but this is real. There's no doubt about it. The rest of Gambit have shown up. You've got Saadhak who's playing close by. The wall's going to go up from Redgar. He's going to get the spike down as well, get 1 step closer to having that res. The Hunter's Fury out from Sacy. Did some damage, he got some tags, but it wasn't enough to get the kill. And as you mentioned, Sheydos drops through all of that action. Post-plant in tow.
Oh, Redgar trying to find a cheeky timing. But he gets just deleted by sutecas. Spike is ticking away. Viper's Pit is still in play. And I think we're waiting for some Sova util, perhaps?
Well, and it's another counter. It's another counter Viper's Pit. They still have numbers. At least they had him, but Nats able to respond with 2. Vikings clean things up, though, and they get the defuse. It was a good setup out from Gambit. It was a slightly different flavor of what we've seen, and Vikings handle it as well.
They do handle round has been towards mid. And they're going again.
Ooh, Saadhak.
Oh, the spam!
They know. The shock dart's there too. He has to drop down.
Wow.
And it's a gift delivered to Saadhak with Christmas right around the corner. He drops him, and not without Nats taking care of him as well. 4v4 for the rest of the round.
Saadhak, beautiful response, or rather Redgar with the trade. Even doing some splash damage there. GTN, what a flank from Gambit Chronicle here. GTN, he's under so much pressure, he's getting flanked.
And he manages to get Redgar anyway. He still has to deal with Chronicle. That shock dart, that pesky little shock dart, stopping his antics for now. Okay, and Gambit have snatched this thing right back.
That's the spike.
Yep, and Sacy, he's been a freak in instances like this before. He's come up big for the team. He's going to get a chance to isolate it as well if he looks at the right spot. No, nothing. Chronicle gets the 3rd. Gambit gets to 2, and we talked. Surely they heard it. Right? Surely they heard it. No. Sacy goes up top, but are they going to be expecting him to pinch around? Yes, Nats is. Gambit seems to have awakened at least for now, but Saadhak and FRZ keeping things at bay. Chronicle looking to get the spike down. should succeed. Sheydos aggressively pushing the matter, taking some of that space back as Saadhak drops a 3v2 in favor of Gambit. Spike ticking away.
And very, very strong post-plant setup here for Gambit. Sheydos is definitely going to be looking to get that first contact, and the rest of the members will respond. It's going to be up to GTN. There's no flashes. There are 2 smokes for GTN as he picks up a rifle. If he's able to find it first, maybe he can force it to half.
They have their Hunter's Fury in the hands of Chronicle too, and there it is, right? Comes on out, they have to take that fight to his lap. FRZ was able to get one, but that was all he was good for.
Aggressive in mid. Again, you said it right, Doug, that deja vu defo top tube, and again, he's up there. It just seems like this is rinse and repeat. Sure, it's working, but...
Well, and that's the thing. It seems like for Gambit, it's fine if you see defo up there. We don't really care because we're going to win out that duel. We're going to drop more people there to ensure that it's not just the 1v1, that they have the numbers advantage and that they're able to trade off, and that's exactly what they do.
Yeah, so much damage taken for Gambit. They are able to top off Nats at least. And there are 2 members backside. Sacy, he's good for it. Hunter's Fury is online.
And the res as well, if there's a chance at something, maybe Saadhak can bring the fallen comrade back. GTN no longer around as the spike goes down. You see the dart is giving Redgar away. Hunter's Fury, a little dance around. Nope, really no need.
Oh,
Sacy cleans him up. What on earth was that? Fish in a barrel. Sacy gets the last. Chronicle's gonna have to go absolutely ballistic, and he's not gonna get the chance.
Definitely not what you want to see. Sacy, that's some decent information, and right now the jig is up. You know, we talked about 3 rounds in a row. Gambit have been in mid. Right now there's not a single body. Viper's Pit does go down. This should be a lot of information for Vikings.
Well, and sutecas is not going to have his, but in not having his to counter, he decides the second best way to take care of that is to just take care of Nats and drop the ultimate out from Gambit. With that, the numbers advantage in favor of Viking. You hear the Empress come through. Gambit testing the waters towards A, and you've got a setup here. You've got FRZ in a good spot to make a play.
Spy should go down. And yeah, this dart combo, it's got to mean a lot. It's got to mean everything for these Gambit guys. If they're even going to bother retaking, which at this point they kind of have to.
Sorbs coming through, Sheydos creeping around the ice wall. Drops. Sacy, see if you can find some more success. It's actually GTN, and GTN with the op. sutecas clean things up, and the ult is, or the res is going to come through as well to get sutecas one step closer to having his Viper's Pit online. We talked about how that has kind of gone off a bit. Now Nats is not going to be able to counter. Prime Gaming flawless. Out, that wall goes up. Sheydos gets it to half. FRZ not able to do much more. GTN
Don't insult me.
has to do something. GTN, you have to do something here. You can't just wait it out. You can't just wait it out. Woo! Gambit get the defer.
GTN, he's going aggressive. He's not stopping, Doug.
Oh, there's no other way to do it. This thing only seems to have one speed, and that speed is go. The wall goes up. Saadhak gets the spike down. GTN still playing around. He does get tagged up. Ooh, and that's a costly death early on.
Beautiful pickup for Sheydos. And oh man, all 3 members of Vikings are kind of congregated. They're all stuck under the heaven here.
Do they check? Do they check? He checks, but nothing. Sheydos drops. Redgar does as well.
Holy.
Oh, GTN. Nats, they have to fight back there. They have to fight down, and now Nats comes up so big to get 2, but the job's not done. sutecas, you've got to swing out here. Don't let him do it to you again. The swing out. sutecas challenges, lands the shots, gets Viking to 10.
These frags go down at B main. That's going to be the opening for sutecas potentially to make this kitchen flank work.
Oh, oof, not able to land those shots, but man, that was close.
Oh, this wall. KZ?
Redgar's ready. I think he's waiting for it. Yeah, as soon as the wall goes down, both of them swinging on that at just the right time. Vikings just down to 2 members left in the round. You've got Saadhak with that res. You also have Sacy with some utility. I mean, there's a possibility to delay here long enough to potentially make something happen, but Sacy has to stay alive, right? Like, that was the win condition probably in the round, unless Saadhak goes insane. And he's not. Chronicle gets a defuse. Gambit gets a 5. One step closer to that Hunter Fury.
One step closer, that's hard with the dismiss and with the dash. So we'll see what kind of forward kills Sheydos can get, but GTN, he finds one in mid.
Viper's Pit coming through. Defo finds one as well to trade that back. So even though things didn't look exceptionally great early on, they seem to have equalized, they seem to have stabilized for now, but the Empress coming through for FRZ. The drone to clear the way. Safe passage onto the site. Only problem is you've still got Defo. Defo's back there, and he's never an easy kill.
Saadhak should get the spike down here and swat back across to safety. Just gonna hang out on top of 410 here. But yeah, this is where Vikings are gonna shine. I mean, this sort of post plant with all the layers that they have in the shock darts and in the stage slows.
There's a lot of ultimates here. You just heard the second Empress come online. GTN still playing around with that Blade Storm spike ticking away, but they're moving in a bunch. They're moving in a bunch, and that might be their entry in. FRZ is able to get one and drop back. Nats holds as well, but FRZ is not going down without a fight. A 1v1. Defo's so weak. He's got that Blade Storm to tap. A little shoulder given off from FRZ as Defo goes back up. Oh, the shots are there. Spike ticking away. He's gonna get away with it. He's gonna get away with it. My goodness, it was just enough time that was bought. You heard the pop-off come through as well as Vikings get to 12.
What a round from FRZ. Superstar moves, man. The
silence. Wait it out. Have Gambit second guess what the plan is.
Yeah, shot from Defo.
It's gone right back. The Hunter Fury's out from Chronicle, and they should know exactly where they are. It looked like a second tag. sutecas manages to stay alive. Numbers so heavily in favor of Gambit.
And all three members of Vikings are congregated towards B main here. They've got the Sage Wall. Spike could potentially go down. And we've got 3 ultimates, Doug. This is still doable. This is still completely doable for Vikings.
Make me a believer, Vikings. Right now, things don't look great. Saadhak gets the spike down, as you said. And they do, I mean, they do have the Viper's Pit and the Hunter's Fury, but they're so heavily outnumbered. And the res comes through. All right. So much for that. A 5v4. Advantage, Gambit still. And you see Sacy is playing far back. He's got that Hunter's Fury. Potter, this very well may be it. Gambit are going to have to take the fight to their laps. Okay, you've been able to take care of one. You haven't taken care of the biggest problem that you've got here, though. Getting better. FRZ drops. There's the Hunter's Fury, but sutecas gets 2. Sutecas gets 2. I don't know that they're going to have enough for the defuse. It's just down to Sacy, though. Sheydos goes right up and close. Sheydos gets a 3rd. Chronicle is on the defuse. Gambit stay alive for yet another round.
What?
This could be problematic. He still needs a kill, though, to heal up.
Oh,
boy. I mean, just clotheslined. His head was ripped off. But they somehow still make this a 2v3. They're still within fighting distance. My gosh, it's coming down to a 2v2. They still just have the Sheriff and the Bulldog to their name. The spike gets picked up. Chronicle and Redgar looking to avoid this for now, looking to potentially play another round, but Vikings, they have control. They have the spike. They only have 13 seconds, so, and I don't know that they're going to be able to easily make their way towards the plant site. The dart comes through. sutecas is tagged. The swing out from Redgar, and Chronicle does it as well to fend things off for one more round.
It's going to go down. This is definitely making Gambit second-guess things. Or Vikings, rather, and sutecas just walks perfectly into Defo's crosshair there.
And it felt like that was the game plan for Vikings all along, right? Cause some noise, draw out that Viper's Pit, and then flip the map. What they didn't account for was that Defo had taken space mid with that operator and was able to take care of the person who was supposed to be cutting off the rotations. Now we're going to end things up on B, and Defo continues to be a monster for Gambit. Vikings down to 3. Blade Storm online as well, not able to land the shots. We're down to a 3v3 here. FRZ so weak though, Potter.
Spike planted.
And FRZ does get taken out in the middle of sight, and just like that, it's all down to Sacy. He's got 2 shock darts to his name, but he's gonna have to get some incredible shots off. Chronicle just being patient as ever, waiting for Sheydos to catch back up. And this should just be a 3-man simple retake for Gambit. Oh no.
Unlucky. Unlucky. I mean, it still would have been
Still would have been challenging.
Right, it would have been a bloody miracle.
Yeah,
Right, like
yeah.
let's call it
Yeah.
what it is. It would have been insane. But
Almost
that dart
a
didn't help.
checkmate. Yeah,
Almost.
yeah.
No shot. Nats,
Wait.
you creepy. You
Oh.
ratty son of a gun. Oh, he swings out and Saadhak cleans him up.
Spike is going to get planted top nest. We've seen this
Nice.
plant coming out from Vikings before. They love it. Their post plants at A have been pretty decent for them actually so far. So for Gambit, Redgar, he's got the res. I think they're going to want to go all left side site together as a squad and get this res off. Oh, what a
Right.
shot!
Defo, there's the res. As you predicted, Potter, Defo looking for more, and they're going to continue to push the forward. They have to avoid any sort of post-plant antics. Redgar on the defuse, gets it to have. sutecas. Oh, sutecas, is he going to get enough of a shot? No, he's not. Redgar gets the defuse. Gambit gets to 11.
5 members, they're going to re-meet back towards A, and this has been it. This has been Vikings bread and butter.
Well, I mean, the bread and the butter has not been good.
It hasn't,
the
but at
last
least
couple
they're
of
getting the
rounds.
spike down.
That's true. That's true. We'll give him that. Vikings looking to avoid overtime here, looking to put Gambit away. Off in the hands of Defo. First shot not going to land. The slower pushes him back as well. As GTN and the rest of Vikings make their way onto the site. Different plant position here. Makes him more vulnerable to utility, but it doesn't seem to matter as the spike goes down. It's going to be a straight up 5v5 Potter for this thing, and Gambit
my.
seem to be holding up just fine as it all falls apart for Vikings. Gambit, what the heck? We're going to overtime. We're not done.
We are not done yet, Doug. Gambit do not want to lose. They do not want to go down without a fight. They're able to... Already used it, never mind. Thought he was holding on to that recon, but it's been used, and 2 defenders stuck backside here.
Wall goes up, wall goes down, and I think they saw Defo's shoelaces as he tried swinging around. Defo doesn't seem to mind. Gambit hold up just fine as Chronicle gets 3 there. And it all falls onto GTN, and GTN was never anywhere near the site.
Yeah.
Gambit should be able to take this lead here unless GTN just does some sort of absolutely insane performance.
Send him the energy. He's definitely wondering what the heck just happened to my team. They all died so fast. 1 versus 4. He does find Chronicle. Does a little bit of damage, but he's unable to find the kill very fast. And the spike gets taken away, Doug.
Yeah, there's just so much going against him at this moment, and it goes from bad to worse as you saw 3 members of Gambit start to walk up towards that Viper's wall, right? Like, it wasn't just the time. It was, hey, listen, we know where you are. We're not going to land the shots with the op, the glass cannon, and you see some of that wear already. He had no armor to keep him healthy. He drops down to 86 HP.
What a peek coming in there for sutecas to not get picked there. Just showing just barely an elbow.
Take flight.
And he gets away with his life. That's really good information coming over here for Vikings. A good tag as well. This should give Vikings all of that B main control. You can see it there. Defo, he's forced to dash away, and the A hit. It's coming. Sheydos, he's all alone.
It's impending at this point. You wonder if there's trigger discipline, if you just wait it out, or if... Oh, he spotted one. Oh, 1! And he's going to be able to stay alive. He's able to dismiss the second! Sheydos isn't done! Nats has shown up as well. It's all down to 2 members left on the side of Brazil to keep them alive, to keep this map going. Oh, but it goes from bad to worse. It's all